Welcome to Swim Easy Speed. Today we're going to look at one of the bigger issues that I see triathlons do a lot, and I want to show them, I want to show you guys how much it's robbing you of efficiency. So what it is just this big, huge breath to the side, that big turn to get the breath, and where you go onto your side, both, goggles come out of the water, it's right there, you're on your side, basically, chest is facing the other wall, feet come apart. And there's a lot of things that it's doing. So here's kind of where you'd more like it to look like, just one goggle in the water, one goggle out. You're pretty flat on the water, minimal rotation just to get everything driving straight forward. But here's what it looks like underwater. And so if we see here, here's that turn. So there's where midline is. There's where the hand is. So there's just the farther you get away from midline right there, so if we're in between kind of that shoulder and midline, that's where all the leverage is as a human in the water. That's where you can really lever the water. Out here, you're putting all of the pressure right there on top of your shoulder, a little bit on the elbow, and there just isn't a lot. So at the most consequential part of the stroke, when you are setting that catch, getting that big bite on the water to carry that through all the way to generate a lot of propulsion, you're not able to do it because you're just way out of position to lever. You're really unstable, which we can see from there are the feet, so there's a little scissor kick going on. And that's what we're trying to avoid. And what I want to show you is just how much you are giving up. So here's what the sensor data looks like. And if we're looking at it, this is just the overall. So you can see on this, I'm generating about 3 newtons of force on the right, 2.9 on the left. So fairly balanced there, but only 26% of it is going into propulsion. The rest of it is going out to the right or out to the left. And then there's a lot in downward. That's partly the endless pool, some in hand drag, and then almost nothing in upward. But what I want you to see is as we go through, you can see here's what each individual stroke looks like. So you can see as we shift from the right to the left, we're throwing more and more propulsion out to the right and the left, and that's all to stabilize in the water. From this really unstable movement that we're incorporating into the stroke, we're having to basically find a way to stabilize. And so this is one of the things that happens is you start throwing propulsion out to the right and the left. You start throwing that power you're generating instead of straight back behind you. And so that's where we're giving up a lot of power to create more stability instead of having stability and driving ourselves straight forward. So here's this is me kind of just a couple of the when I just swam a regular normal stroke. So you think about 45% propulsion. I think there was on the right, it might have been, closer to 50. Still a lot of hand downward on the hand drag. But you can see more propulsion, so more power, more propulsion, and more of it is going straight back behind me to drive me straight forward. And so this is what the stroke looks more like that. So that's one of the things you want to avoid is that big turn to get the breath and having the whole face out of the water, both those goggles. So as always, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the pool soon.